Good day. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to set up Git. So the first thing that you need to do is open your terminal, so Ctrl Alt T, and then to install Git you need to type in the following command: sudo apt get install git. Then it will ask for your password. So just type it in, nothing will come out, but it's taking your input. So there you have installed Git. Now we have to go to the browser and go to this URL, github.com/lorma-colleges, and then click on the Online Tech 2015, and then you need to make a copy of this repository by clicking on the fourth button. And then you need to copy this clone URL. Now go to your file system and open a new terminal. Then type in git clone and then your clone URL. So what this does is download this repository in your local file system. Now we have this Online Tech 2015 folder, so we need to go inside of it. And then for every new activity you have to create a new branch. So the default branch in Git is called the master branch, but you have to create a new branch for every new activity. So to do that, you type in git checkout -b and then the name of your branch. So we will be using the following format: so first name, last name, and then dash, and then the activity number. Now you have created a new branch and then switch to it immediately. So we can check which branch we are currently in by typing in git branch. So the one in green is the current branch. Now you need to create your folder in the students directory. Then navigate inside it, create a new folder with the activity. So in this folder will be the files that you use in your activity. Okay, save the file. Now we're ready to save it. So type in git status. This shows the files which are currently not saved in the repository. So to prepare these files for saving, you have to use the git add command and then period. So what the period does is refer to all the files. So when you check again, all of the files are now added. But if you add another file here, style.css, and check once again, you have to add it again. You can also refer to all the CSS files by using this star and then the file extension. So if we check, now the CSS file is now added. But if you make a modification to this, and type in git status, you have to add it again, so it says modified. But in cases where you don't want this change, you can just type in git checkout and then your file. So we just copy this, then place it inside double quotes since it has spaces in the folder name. Now when I go back to this file, see what happens. So it reverts to the previous one. We can check that it has really reverted by dragging it again. So now what we need to do is let Git know who you are. So to do that, we say git config user.name and then your name, git config user.email, so now we are ready to commit this. Git commit -m and then a descriptive message of your activity. You can check which files you have committed by typing in the git log command. So here you can see the commit that we just did. Now we are ready to push. So we first check the name of the branch, and then to push we use the git push command and then the name of the remote repository. The default is origin and then the name of your branch. Enter. So it has for the username, we'll just use this one. And then your GitHub password. Okay. So now you can see that it has automatically detected that we have a new branch. So what we do now is click on this compare and pull request button. And then click on this create pull request. So now I can see that you have submitted your work. Pull request, and there it is. So now I can see the files. For those who are in Windows, you have to install Git by using the installer. Oops. So I'll just pause while it's downloading. Now we have the installer, so click on yes. Next, 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 next. Okay, it's done, so click on finish. And then look for git bash. And do the same thing that we did earlier.